Appreciate it.
Sure. And have you found my videos on YouTube helpful?
Yeah, actually, I found some videos in your code to blog. So I'm referring to the.
Hmm.
It's similar like to the email output, right?
Hmm. Right.
Because I'm what I read from the articles, the because REST does not support the form data, right? So what I read in the articles is use the
Hmm.
HTTP request node and create my message, the multi-part,
Yeah.
because the
So,
requirement.
do you know how the form data looks? Have you tried that out with Postman?
Actually, we tried in Postman. So
Hmm.
in the body you can choose.
So we should go to Postman and click on form data and try to access that particular API. Then you would see what the form data gets sent in the payload. So it would be having some special characters, and you would see that content. So it's in human readable format itself. It's a string set of string.
Yeah, actually, when I checked in Postman, because in
Mhm.
Postman when you go to the body, so there's a form data.
Mhm.
You can just write form data row or URL encoded. So in
Hmm.
the form data, there's a two parameters. So
Hmm.
the one parameter will contain the Swift request. So this one is
Mhm.
the whole JSON message, and
Mhm.
the second parameter will contains the file itself.
Do you want to transfer a file using form data?
Yes, correct.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So
Then,
this one need to send the message as one. The one parameter will contains the Swift request, which is the JSON message, because the requirement is I have converted the empty messages to JSON. So
hmm.
this JSON will be needs to send it to a downstream application via
Hmm.
web service. So but in on their side they exposed a REST API.
Take a picture of the form data that you see on Postman and send it on Skype.
Yeah, I can share it to you what's look like.
Hmm. I want
So
to
that
see whether there are boundaries and UUID is defining those boundaries.
actually there's a boundaries, yes.
Hmm.
Because in the Postman, right, when you click the code, we're able to see the code with the
Hmm.
current commands, right?
Yeah.
But for this one, Vishnu, what will be the content type? For example, if the file name is for example, this one session file name like .trt, what will be the content type? Should be is it
What will
octet
be the
string?
content type?
Yep,
Is that what you
octet.
asked?
Yep.
So on Postman itself, when you transfer a file, you will see the content type. In that content type, it will say application slash
Yeah,
X form encoded, something like that. You'll have to
yeah.
set that value.
I mean for example, if other than that text or like for example text slash plain.
Hmm.
So if this one is not part of the this content type, what do I need to put for as a content type?
So inside MIME, again, there is a content disposition field that
Yeah,
defines what your file type is. Okay, it could be text slash plain for a txt file or log file, things like that. And for non-text fields, you have other text, other content disposition, file name, and things that you can set, such as text slash HTML, or if it's a CSV, you put something else. If you don't know
actually,
what the content type is, then the best option to use is application slash octet, OCTET. When you do
octet stream.
this, yeah,
Is
when
that
you,
octet stream?
I didn't hear you properly.
I mean, is it the octet stream? Application slash octet stream.
Yes, yes.
Okay, but is it usually to sending this parameter should be in blob type? Any other ways that because I'm not sure if they're able to understand the blob. because the
No, no,
application.
no. Blob is not a constraint for the target application. What's a target application? Is it SAP or something else, or a web
I think
page or
it's built
something
on
else?
Java.
What is it?
I think it's built on Java.
Okay, then they'll be able to understand this. It's not a issue. See,
So meaning I can say
blob
I can say
is a
that.
name or a domain that's given inside IIB, and it represents binary content.
Yes,
Okay,
correct.
bytes. It represents bytes. So since it is bytes, when the data gets transferred to the target system, whether it is Java, let me consider it as a Tomcat application, and they are calling your API, or you are calling their API for displaying something on a screen. So in this case, if you are passing a PDF file by using this API, it's not going to affect Tomcat displaying that content on screen because it is Java. You are passing byte large objects, PLOP. That's not an issue.
I see. Okay.
At the end of the day, if all the data that you transfer over the wire goes as binary streams, one and zeros. So you don't have to send a text file or XML file or JSON file. Blob is okay. Blob is good.